and welcome. We're so blessed this evening to welcome you into this sacred space. So, this evening, as part of our meditation, we're inviting a very, very special guest to be with us this evening. And this is what is known as the soul cluster. So, the soul cluster is all of the various aspects of you at the source level. So I would invite you, if you so choose, to repeat after me: Soul Source, be present now. And taking a deep breath in and out. And now I would like you to know, see, feel, or simply trust that you're walking down a street filled with very large, very beautiful, very well groomed homes in a very affluent neighborhood. It is warm outside, 80 degrees, and the sun is shining with just a few puffy clouds. And you can hear the birds in the trees. So you breathe in and breathe out. And now you stop in front of a house that feels so familiar, that is all of the aspects of anything you've ever imagined or dreamed about in a home. And as you take the entire package in, noticing all of the tiny details that are 100% what you desire in a very special place where you feel completely safe, perfectly at peace, and perfectly relaxed. And as you leave the sidewalk and begin moving up the pathway to the front door of the house, the door is opened as you approach, and you're welcomed into the house by a radiant being of divine light. And breathe. And this being may be a human shape, it may be an energy orb, it may be an energy outline, it can be an angel, a high spirit guide, whatever feels comfortable to you. And breathe. And now, as you are invited into the very most perfect, comfortable room, it is a sitting room or a living room, any area that is so perfectly designed, it feels like it came out of a magazine in your head. Anything on the walls, on the floor, the window coverings, everything feels absolutely perfectly designed and vibrationally aligned to everything that you would desire to have in this room. And breathe. And as you sit in the most perfect chair that completely molds itself to your body. Feeling perfectly at peace, perfectly protected, and perfectly relaxed. And a chair is drawn up directly across from you in this sitting space. And as a being enters the room, you instantly know that this is your soul's origin source. Breathing in and breathing out. It is the first and the last incarnation of your soul, when it became an individualized expression of the divine, new from the radiance of Source, and the very last incarnation of ascended energy. Breathing in and breathing out. So whether you know, see, feel, or simply trust that this being is 100% connected to you, every fiber of your being, every essence of your energy is beginning to vibrate in harmony to the soul source. So all of the nerve endings in your body are beginning to calm. Sympathetic nervous system becomes quiet. Every fiber of your being that tells you that this experience as a human is the alien experience, is accepting a new truth, that you're 100% in harmony with your purpose, with your blueprint, despite what you've been told, despite what you have felt over many, 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 many lifetimes of erroneous programming. Breathing in and breathing out. And as your source, your soul source sits before you now, with your permission, Source taps their third eye, and drawing from their third eye wisdom and understanding that is most needed for you at the soul level at this moment, as they tap, as the source taps its third eye and then taps yours, transferring the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that is most needed for you at this time. And as you take a deep breath in and let that energy circulate throughout your body, amplifying the peace in every fiber of your being as it takes in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in a new way, in a new vibration, in a new peace. Breathing in, breathing out. And now the soul source taps each one of the palms of its hands, and taking your hands, again tapping the palms of your hands to transfer transfer the information that is needed. Breathing in and breathing out. So as this physical body information is transferred from your soul source into your physical body, as it communicates on the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level, the understanding that is needed in our bodies at this time to bring about harmony. For healing is all about harmonies. When dis-ease exists within our bodies, breathing in and breathing out. And now, Source taps your third eye and extracts dark thoughts, sadness, beliefs that no longer serve, all of the eminence of suffering, the need to suffer, extracting all of that energy and tapping the soul source forehead to bring all of that into the soul source to be transformed and transmuted. For you see, the soul source feels the strong importance that we need information and understanding and new perspectives to help us remember and reclaim our true soul source. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, as Source disseminates all of that information, once again, the soul source taps its own forehead and extracts the mist of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and new perspectives, and places its finger on your third eye and allowing you to absorb that energy through your wisdom center. Breathing in, breathing out. As you allow that to go first to the left hemisphere of the brain, to examine this new data, this new information, this new perspective from your logical brain side that understands dynamics and interactions and interfaces. Breathing in, breathing out. All of that information circulates throughout your being. It activates within your DNA all of the ancestral codes. For imagine a physics equation that is miles long, that each member of your ancestral lineage is a component in an equation that is a living representation within your DNA. Breathe in and breathe out. And now, as that ancestral code begins to unwind and unlock knowledge, wisdom, gifts, abilities, remembrance, understanding within your being, within your body. Breathing in and breathing out. As new harmonics, new frequencies of peace, compassion, and divine love become the dominant frequency in your body. Breathing in and breathing out. As all of the information that lives in your body in a contradictory fashion is beginning to purge itself. Imagine, if you will, that you were packing bags for your time to leave this place. And imagine that there are 3 bags. One that contains love and joyful memories and connection. And breathe. And the second one is all of your accomplishments in this lifetime, all of your accolades that you have accumulated through this lifetime. And the third bag is the bag that has all of your victimization records in it, much like shot records for a child. These victim records that attest to our blame, to our shame, to our fear, to our rage, our anger. Breathing in and breathing out. They're a testament to how unfair it is to be a radiant being of divine light in the third dimension, imprisoned in a physical body. And breathe. And now, imagine yourself closing each of those bags and placing them on the floor, lined up together for your journey. And breathe. Now imagine only one of those bags can go with you. And it's up to you to choose the bag that is love and joy and happy memories, the bag that is accolades and accomplishments, good deeds, if you will, and the third bag That is all of the unfairness and blame you have been subject to in this lifetime. You can only take one. Breathing in and breathing out. As you pick up that bag, I want you to notice how heavy it is or how light it is. If it is the first bag, even though you've had a lifetime of joyful and happy memories, it feels so light. Even though the weight of that joy has carried you through times that were challenging. And as you set the first bag back down, I would like you to lift the second bag of accolades and accomplishments. And I would like you to notice how heavy that bag is. Breathe. And now, as you pick up the third bag, there's all the pain, shame, blame, anger, rage, fear. And I want you to notice if it is heavy or it is light. For the burden of carrying pain, blame, anger, fear, rage, shame is too heavy a burden for anyone to bear. So we would ask that you surrender it to the soul source to transmute into wisdom and knowledge and understanding. And breathe. For when you choose to surrender that tremendous burden, how you experience it is transformed. You cannot take this bag with you. It is not allowed to enter into the joyous space, even though these emotions are deep and they are strong. They were only ever meant to increase our wisdom, our understanding, and our compassion. So if you trust the soul source that is you, with that burden, trusting, knowing, and understanding that it shall be transmuted, and the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding drive back to you. And breathe. And now, as you lift the bag of awards and accomplishments and accolades, you notice that all of those words begin with the first letter in the alphabet and never progress beyond the first letter. And breathe. Meaning that if we hang our purpose, our soul's purpose, our life purpose, and acquiring awards and accomplishments and accolades, it's not possible for us to to progress beyond the A code. For you see, the C codes are the most important and the most exciting and the most fulfilling. So if you choose to surrender all of those awards and accomplishments and accolades, know that they become part of your life review and the awareness of all of the ripple effects throughout your life. But they are not the cause or the reason or the source of your existence. For you see, it is the last suitcase. It is the love. It is all that can pass through the transit agency gateway, if you will. Only the love remains. Breathing in and breathing out. For you see, love is no respecter of persons. It is freely abundant and available to any class, any person of means, any person in poverty. Breathing in and breathing out. Love only ever travels first class. Love only ever expands. Love only ever connects. Breathing in and breathing out. And now, if you entrust this one bag to the soul source to magnify and expand the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, but more importantly, the love within your body. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, as the soul source stands next to you, placing their hand directly on the back of your heart chakra, as you feel energy codes transmuted from those 3 suitcases begin to flow now from the soul source into the back of your heart chakra. And the source does this, the house around you begins to fade away and cease to exist. Remember, only the love remains. Breathing in and breathing out. And now, as the soul source moves back in front of you and placing its hands on either side of your head toward the back of your head and gently pulling you in, third eye to third eye, as any activation codes that are appropriate for you now begin flowing from mind to mind, consciousness to consciousness, spirit to spirit. And we'll be in silence for the next 2 minutes so that you may receive any wisdom that is necessary for you at this time. And now, as the soul source begins fully integrate with remembrance, I would ask, before we release this quantum field, for your assistance, for so many light workers in the California area who are being galvanized to leave their homes, but more importantly, leaving their forests and the animals and the cleansing energy that is fire. We ask now to say, it is enough, as we begin to see rain fall upon the fires and quenching them, allowing the rain to create new growth, new wisdom, new compassion, new understanding. So breathe in and breathe out. All of those who are suffering from either fear of the COVID-19 virus or have been subjected to its ravages, we send the source energy into the consciousness of the dis-ease, that it becomes quiet. It loses its appetite to replicate. Breathing in and breathing out. And now, it is with our love and with our thanks, we ask you to say, Soul Source, I release you. And so it is.